So you're all excited to start your new home build. You just got a survey done on the lot you purchased. And now the builder that you're interviewing says, hey, do you have a survey with elevations? And you're like, well, yeah, I got a survey done. Well, not all surveys are created equal. And what I'm going to show you today is what the builder is looking for, what a survey with elevations means, and what I guess they call it a topographical survey or topo survey. This is needed for us builders when somebody comes in and wants to build a home so that we can calculate how high we have to build your home. And that equates obviously into the total cost by how much filter we need to bring in, how much block we have to build in to get your home to the finished floor elevation. So what I'm going to do is share my screen with you. And we get a lot of people that call us, especially in Southwest Florida, and say, hey, I'd like to start the build. And that's usually the first question is, do you have a survey on your piece of property yet? And is it a survey with elevations? So I just pulled up a survey that we had done on a corner property in Cape Coral, Florida. And this is, I'm going to run you through some of the numbers that you're going to see on the screen here. The first one I want to bring to your attention is the 125 that I'm sort of working with my mouse there. That is the length of the piece of property. What's interesting about where we're at is you own this piece of property, it's 125, but there's actually another 30 feet that you see here that takes you to this road. This is a right of way. This is the asphalt road on Northwest 33rd Avenue. Okay. So in essence, the property that you own is 125, but you have more square footage in front, which is a utility easement that the county or the city really control, even though it's going to look like your piece of property. The other dimension on the way down here is the 90. Okay, that 90 is the other length of it. So it's the lot itself is 90 feet by 125 feet. When you look through this is a topo survey or a survey with elevations. Most surveys don't have this when they deliver it to us. Is see how it says 4.6? And then you see a 4.4. It's circled, and right in the center here, it's 4.5. And down in this corner, it's 4.4. And another one, 3.8. Those are the elevations of the land there right now. And that's going to be useful for us. We're going to have to use that to figure out how much filter we're bringing in, and again, how much block we're going to have to bring in to get the home to this certain level. The other thing I like to bring to people's attention is, well, how do they come up with that height? And right here is where they call it the nail or the pin, and it says F, N, and D right there. So that's the pin that everyone should be running off of to give us the height of the property. Okay. On this survey, it's certified to us, Lauren Homes, Inc. If a customer or if we help coordinate them getting a survey, will be Mr. and Mrs. Jones or whatever, and Lauren Homes, Inc. So that it's all certified. A lot of times your bank also wants it certified, but that could all be added on later. It also gives us our parcel description, which is the legal description of the piece of property that was surveyed. They break that down from the plat books. But this is the thing I really want to bring to your attention is the flood zone information. In Florida and Cape Coral, Fort Myers area, this is the most important thing that people are looking for. So this property, flood zone information, it says this parcel lies in flood zone AE with a base elevation of 8. And then it shows us the firm or the FEMA codes and so forth, and when it was the last map update. But that flood base elevation 8 is really the indicator on where we have to build and pay attention to. Now, in our location, we typically in Cape Coral, what they're going to make us do is build a foot above that 8-foot mark. So we're going to go 9. But that 8-foot mark is the 100-year floodplain. So they're saying, hey, if you anything above that 8, you're good. But we have other codes that overlay on top of that. So that 8-foot is very important. That 8-foot we're going to look at and say, okay, well, if we have to build the home to 9-foot, which is a 1 foot above that 9-foot, how much dirt do I have to bring in and how much block do I have to bring in again if it's showing me we're at 4.6, 4.5, to get you to your finished floor elevation. So that's the calculations that we start to work with as a builder. How many truckloads come in? Each truckload of dirt is going to cost us, Right now it's $350 a truckload. How much block do we have to bring in? Then we have to fill the block with fill dirt again. So we're calculating all that in order for us to give you a fixed price proposal to build you a home. If your builder doesn't understand this or just ballparks it or guesses without having this survey done with this elevation, that should throw up a red flag for you when you're interviewing people, because that should be one of the first questions that they ask. Yes, we know what we could put the home together for with your tile work, with your roof, your finishes and so forth. We could give you a very good idea, but this is also a big number that needs to be included into your contract and be evaluated before they give you a proposal to build. Hopefully this information is helpful for you. My name is Fred Price with Lauren Homes. Thank you for watching.